I don't know if you guys realize what just happened this week. Like, I want you guys to take a second and realize that you can go into a market where you have no relationships, you don't know a single soul, and by the end of the week, you can be making an offer on the property and have meetings set up the next week with big players in that market to be able to go in and take over and feel good about buying assets in that market in just a week's time. Could you imagine what you did if the compound effect, if you were taking this kind of action every week? The other thing that I want to say is, starting on day two, and day 2 and day 4 of deal sourcing and building your team. Those 2 days were probably the most impactful days. And it was a little bit of self-realization too, of how everything that happened this week and all the meetings I have next week and all the business that's potentially going to come from my meetings next week, the activity that I did on Tuesday, it all came from an outbound action. I took an action. I picked up the phone. Too many people are sitting back, they're listening to podcast after podcast and just they're just in that education phase. And I've been there and I did that. But everything you want is on the other side of this little thing right here. You got to just pick it up and you got to call. And look what happened when I just started picking up and calling. Like, look what transpired. And listen, if you're just getting started and you're picking, I saw some comments in there like, well, Chad's smooth on the phone. I wasn't always that way. Like, I did it. It's through experience. And if you pick up the phone and you fall flat on your face, who cares? You're not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter. Like, pick up the phone, call the next person, call the next seller. It's okay. But everything is on the other side of that phone. And you need to learn how to sell yourself. You need to learn how to sell. And I would recommend definitely just take the action, guys, because everything from this week, our ability to submit an LOI today was a direct reflection of all the action that we took and all the phone calls we made and all the outbound activity that was done this week. And I don't know. And it's just, I think this week was just a testament to how big it is to get out there, put yourself out there and build relationships, tell people what you're doing, what you want to do. And I have 4 meetings set up for next Thursday with big players in a market that I've never been in through everything that transpired this week. And I can tell you the stuff that's going to come from this market for us at Titan Capital, and Bill's a partner in Titan Capital, the stuff that's going to come to us from this challenge, I guarantee you we're going to be telling you guys about a deal we have this year. I guarantee you we're going to be telling you about a deal we have in Bowling Green from all the activity. It may not be this 72 unit, but I guarantee you there'll be a deal coming from this just because of the relationships I'm going to go build in that market next Thursday.